Hello again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I say what you are only thinking. So, let's get into it. Without further ado, this week's straw can go to no other but the collective, disgusting, filthy leftist deep state fake news media. And we'll get into why in just a minute. But first I want to invite you, if you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Share this video, share my little channel that could with all your fellow patriot friends. And if you have some leftist stalkers that bother you as well, just send them my way, and then they can direct their ire towards me instead of you. So it'll help ease the tension between friends. Just send them my way and let them rage on me all day long, because I'm used to it. Also, every week on angelassoapbox.com, I write an article, and it is linked down below. Also, please share that, and again, tell your friends. This week's article is entitled, "The Media Will Not Let Hydroxychloroquine Be Great." And this is really kind of a 1984 moment we're living in, because there has been a lot of promises with this hydroxychloroquine, malarial drug, also used to treat lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, mixed with erythromycin, Z-Pak, and also some zinc, that is showing some real promise to helping cure people of this Covid-19, which now we're seeing is affecting not just old people or people with compromised immune systems, but younger people, and even an infant died in Chicago. So it's definitely a serious thing, and we need to get a handle on it. And President Trump, I mean, he is absolutely the man for the job, but the media have gone out of their way to poo-poo the promise of this drug cocktail, which is kind of remarkable because it's been working. It's been this piece of hair of mine's getting on my nerves, so just a sec. Gotta do with girl stuff. Anyway, all right. Lord, I mean, being a girl, it's a whole thing all the time. Anyway, the media has gone out of its way to slander anyone who says this has promise, deplatform people who says this have promise, even forcing Laura Ingraham, Rudy Giuliani, and other conservatives, making them remove tweets that mention hydroxychloroquine. And I guess it's the latest media's four-letter word. I'm sure this video will be shot down real quick if I put that in the title. But the question is, why are they doing that? Because if it was Barack Obama, first of all, would have been praised to the heavens for his handling of this. They would have said, wow, Barack shut down the border with China when it was kind of an unpopular thing to do, and then he shut down the border with Iran and Europe, and my goodness, he's just taking this bull by the horns. And Barack Obama wants to see this anti-malarial drug can maybe help people get better from COVID-19. And isn't he brave to do that? And isn't he forward-thinking to slash FDA regulations so we can get that drug out onto the market? But we know, because it's President Trump and their only focus at all times is to destroy Trump, the media will not give any credit to Trump ever for being right. And I guarantee you, I'm a make book right now. This hydroxychloroquine, erythromycin, zinc cocktail is going to be a game changer for this virus. And then hopefully soon we'll get a vaccine going. So in the near future, this is not going to be the scary thing that it is right now. But the media hate Trump so much that he cannot be right. So they'll continue to try and slander people who say this cocktail is working, like people like Dr. Mehmet Oz, who, up until now, I just thought he was a really attractive doctor that had a TV show. I didn't know terribly much about him, but he's been one of the more famous faces really promoting this. And even Dr. Fauci is saying this has promise, but we don't know yet, but we have to get it into the hands of doctors so people can try it and get better. And I think that they will. But the media is filthy and disgusting as always, and all they want to do is take out Trump, and it's not going to work, because I think when people start getting better from this, not even the filthy media is going to be able to deny that, once again, Trump was right and they are wrong. And again, are we supposed to take the same advice and trust the same people who pushed the Russia collusion hoax and the Ukraine hoax on us for 3 years? They were wrong then, they're wrong now, they're filthy, they're disgusting, they're fake news, and that is why they get the sea turtle killing plastic straw this week. Speaking of filthy leftists who are always looking to save face, CYA, if you will, Barack Obama. Speaking of Barack Obama, we talked about how different it would have been if Barack Obama were president during this. And I want everyone to remember that Barack Obama took 6 months to declare swine flu, H1N1, an emergency in America. And by that point, I believe already 1,000 people had died. And ultimately, about 13,000 Americans died. And we had about 60 million people who were infected. So, again, did we shut down the world for that? I can't remember that exactly, but I don't think that we did. So again, a much different reaction from the worldwide media and ergo the worldwide left when someone like Donald Trump can be impugned and maligned and they think that they can get Trump and use a pandemic to do it, but Trump didn't fall for it. But anyway, Barack Obama the other day, Mr. Nobel Peace Prize, remember, before he even became president, or 2 weeks after he became president, did nothing to deserve it, still has done nothing to deserve it. He decided that, we can never let a crisis go to waste. So he tweeted the other day that this pandemic, and, took a swipe at Trump saying, people didn't take this seriously at first. Oh yeah, Mr. H1N1, 6 months to respond, whatever you say. Anyway, people don't take this seriously, just like they're not taking serious the global warming, man-made climate change. People are not taking this seriously. And young people need to make sure that they vote so that the government can step in and control more of our lives. It is so disgusting that the left never, ever lets a crisis go unanswered. And, you got to hand it to them because obviously the media will carry their water. They always do. But, comparing the coronavirus, the COVID-19, the Wuhan flu, the Kung flu, whatever you want to call it, with the hoax of man-made climate change is really just breathtaking. And it's like, wow, totalitarians got to be totalitarian. And I guess don't even take any time out during this panic to do so. So, wow, Barack, I think you're going to have other things to worry about other than COVID-19 and climate change, if you catch my drift real soon. Durham report. Bill Barr. But I digress. Hopefully we're going to get back to that very soon once this little crisis is passed. And the numbers and the crisis that keeps escalating and getting bigger and bigger, and it's only getting bigger, it seems, in New York City. And I'm not saying that the rest of the world doesn't need to take it seriously because obviously, the world has stopped for a relatively small number of deaths. Hate to be so blunt about it, but in America right now we have about 4,000. It's going to get higher. But again, most of those people are elderly. Most of those people have pre-existing conditions. And obviously we don't want anybody to die, but it's not, wiping out people left and right. It's not wiping out teenagers and people in their 20s and, dreaded millennials. It's not wiping out people in their 40s or 50s, generally speaking. And, again, this overblown reaction, this overhyped reaction. And now Governor Cuomo, who I guarantee the Democrats are going to shoehorn in at their convention so he's their nominee because Joe Biden doesn't need to be walking around in his house, much less on a stage in Milwaukee, accepting the Democrat presidential nomination. My God, that man has completely lost it. But anyway, they're going to try and shoehorn Andrew Cuomo into the spot. But Andrew Cuomo is a filthy leftist, just like the rest of them. And everyone's saying, oh, he's done such a great job. Why? By panicking the rest of the country and saying, hey, what's going on in New York is absolutely going to happen in the rest of the country, to which I call BS. Because New York City is not like the rest of the country, okay? New York, they think they're the best city in the whole wide world and, nothing's better than New York City. Well, I got news for New York City. I've been there a couple times, and it's an S-hole. I did not like it at all. You can't drive anywhere. Everything's an ordeal to get to. Everyone lives on top of each other. Everyone is crammed into these 10 square miles of this city. Everyone's miserable. No one smiles. It's not fun. Everyone smells on the subway. If I never go back there again, that's okay with me. That's totally fine. But for Governor Cuomo to act like that New York City is what the rest of the country is experiencing with COVID-19 is a joke. Because in the state of Texas right now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a statistician and I know all the numbers. But off the top of my head, I want to say, and again, caveat, not a doctor, but as of right now, I believe in the whole state of Texas that there are probably fewer than 500 deaths. Okay, again, we're not minimizing deaths, but people die 30 to 60,000 people die each year of the flu. People are dying every day from all kinds of things, and we're not shutting down the world for it. So when Cuomo comes out and tries to stir the panic, and that's exactly what he's doing, and the reason he's doing it is because he's like, look at me, I'm a strong leader, look how I'm handling this crisis, I'm going to panic the rest of America, telling them it's coming. And the rest of America needs to take a chill pill and realize, no, it's not. And as we all sit and social isolate and not go anywhere and miss out on seeing friends and family and going to restaurants and having happy hour with our friends and going to church and doing all the things that we as Americans have now, going to the salon, okay? This is getting serious. Going to the gym, all the things that Americans do and have now taken for granted on a daily basis. We are doing what our overlords tell us to do. We're social isolating, we're staying away, we're blah, 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 blah. I just don't see how it's going to manifest in the rest of the country like it is in New York City. If I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong because, again, the numbers just do not bear out this level of panic. Now, in New York City, yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. But, when you still see people running around in Central Park and, congregating, it's like, is it just Democrats that are this stupid? I don't know. I will say this little virus tends to really be attracted to left-wing Democrat blue cities and sanctuary cities and states. I'm just saying, could there be a correlation between your open borders policies and the spread of this virus? I don't know. Maybe that's a question we should ask when this is all over. But again, that's logic, and that's not the left's strong suit. Anyway, one last topic, and I know, I fell into the Tiger King rabbit hole just like everyone else did this week. Although I wasn't as in love with it as the rest of y'all are. I don't know. There's only so much freak and weird crap that I'm going to be into. I will say this. I don't know how Joe got such cutie pies to be in this polygamous marriage with him. And my boyfriend said it was the meth. It was obviously the meth. They gave him lots and lots of meth, or he gave them lots and lots of meth. Perhaps so. But a silver lining from this thing, which, in my opinion, was 2 episodes too long, and the only really compelling episode for me was episode 3, and that was talking about that awful Carole Baskin. Oh, let me imitate her. Hello, all my cats and kittens. Welcome to Big Cat Sanctuary, Big Cat Rescue, blah, 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 blah. This hypocritical woman who absolutely was breeding tiger cubs and cats and all the stuff she was, bitching at Joe Exotic and Doc Antle and all the other people about, this woman was absolutely doing. Anywho, for those of you who have seen it, know, it's like, oh, she absolutely killed her husband. There's no question. Carole did it. This man just up and disappeared one day. So all this publicity from Tiger King has caused the sheriff in her county, I don't know which county it is, maybe it's Tampa, I don't know, where she lives, to reopen the case of the missing husband, Don Lewis. So if nothing else, everyone got to let their freak flag fly and live vicariously through these weirdos. And hopefully this woman, Carole Baskin, is going to get what's coming to her because she worked my last nerve. And I know she's a Democrat. There's no way she's not. Believe me, I can sniff them out. But anyway, that's kind of it for this week. Might be back next week, might not, maybe dead. I might get coronavirus and drop dead tomorrow. Who knows, considering that seems to be what's happening to everybody. I'm kidding. Stay safe, stay in your house, do what they tell you to do, blah, blah, blah. But, at some point, something's got to give, and we need to get back to normal. And I pray it's before April 30th, because the girl, I miss my gym, and I miss my hairdresser, and I miss seeing my friends, and I miss doing all the things we take for granted. And I even miss, just being, when traffic comes back, we're going to be like, yay, traffic's back. That means we're back to normal. I mean, I was on 610 yesterday, and it was a ghost town at 6:30. It was really eerie. Kind of awesome, but also eerie. But anyway, y'all take care. Remember my entreaty every week is to bug a liberal and piss off a leftist as much as humanly possible, even though during this time we're all trying to get along and yada yada. But the left is always mockable, and they deserve it. So I will see y'all next week, and don't drop dead, America. Bye.